In order to get this bail reform passed, the governor spent months in heated debate with members of her own party. One lawmaker in Brooklyn even went on a hunger strike to protest these changes. The governor says this is all to make New York safer.
Is this a first-time offender? Was a gun involved at all? So we give more power to judges to look at that.
Judges across New York State now have more control in deciding the bail they set in each case. Previously, judges were required to choose the least restrictive bail that would ensure a defendant returns to court.
Judges will now have the discretion to consider whether there's harm to an individual or property. They have other factors that they can weigh.
Governor Hochul signed the change into law Wednesday morning, along with the new state budget. Hochul hopes judges will now be able to better address repeat offenders for crimes like shoplifting.
It's one thing to steal a tube of toothpaste for the first time versus someone who is sweeping the shelves and then selling it online. That is someone that has more severe consequences.
The Republican leader of the state Senate believes the changes are, quote, less than meaningless and will do nothing to curtail rising crime, end quote. Criminal justice reform advocate Donna Hilton is cautiously optimistic, hoping the state will closely monitor how judges use their increased discretion.
We have to make sure that our judicial system has checks and balances as well. We're all human.
The district attorneys of Manhattan, Brooklyn, the Bronx, and Queens all stood by the governor's side as she signed the third change to the state's bail law since 2019, while also approving $170 million in more funding for their offices.
As well as giving a pay increase, long overdue for our public defenders who are also working so hard.
The new state budget also includes public safety investments, $347 million for gun violence prevention programs, and $70 million to help local communities deal with the aftermath of gun violence.
To help them cope with the pain and connect them with the resources, because you see the effects.
Also signed into law today, a crackdown on some of the illegal cannabis shops that have popped up across New York City and New York State. The new budget includes some new, significantly steeper fines for any shops found to be selling marijuana without a license.